Well, hello guys and gals. You've just missed Lee. Lee's been doing some filming. Lee was a waddle. I'll put his link in the description below. He's a fellow YouTuber. Got an allotment back end of last year, and they're getting stuck into that over there in Wallington. But Lee's been down because he's such a fantastic gentleman. He's coming down with his missus, and he fixed my laptop. I work in Wallington, and Lee's an IT bloke, and he lives in Wallington, and he got in touch with us when I was mentioning about the laptop and the editing problems that we were having with it. He's fixed it. The hard drive was buggered apparently. He's changed the hard drive on it, and basically feckled it. So it took him. I only dropped it off yesterday, and he sorted it. And he wanted to come down, obviously, and see me, and he's fetched the laptop down. And he's just done some filming now. It'll be a long one as well, because I was rambling on and rabbiting on. But yeah, he's just done some of that. So I'll put his link in the description below, and thank you very, very much, Lee. You're a star. There's another gentleman I'm going to mention at the end as well, who's another mega star from the valleys. One of Tony O'Neill's compadres down there in the valleys. But anyway, let's crack on. I'm going to get some tomatoes in, and I'm also going to get some potatoes in, and hopefully, because I can edit this, fingers crossed now, you'll see it. It'll be about a 25-minute one, this. Alright, see you in a bit, boys and girls. Yeah, there's one for Graham. Simply lovely. Now, because I need to free up these beds for the brassicas, I'm doing some garlic harvesting. I think it's as good as it's going to get, this garlic now. And I need to clear it anyway. So I've been pulling them up, I'll show you. Okay, now there's some weedy specimens and there's some decent ones in there. But they've all come through as bulb garlic. And that's because we have had a mild winter. We haven't had the hard frosts. The hard frosts split them. So you get the individual cloves, but these have come through as bulbs, as you can see. The majority of them anyway are as bulbs. I've got some more to do there. As I'm going along, I'm weeding, because I'm going to be clearing this out. I'm preparing the beds really today, to be honest with you, so that they can receive the brassicas. So that's what I'm doing. I'm getting all the old stuff out. When I say old stuff, the overwintered stuff out. These onions, they're getting the scapes on, as you can see there, which you can eat. You can eat the leaf and scape. They're alright in stir fries and soups and things like that. But I'm like that whether or not to take them out. Some of them are quite nice. They're good size. You know, but some of them are quite small onions. These are the sensu that we've overwintered in this bed. It's filled the bed, hasn't it, over winter. We've had stuff growing in the ground anyway. And that garlic's the same. It's not the most spectacular specimen that you'll see, that garlic, but there you go. That was just shop bought garlic, that. Cloves that cost about 30p. And you got 10 off each and planted them in, so they're like 3p a bulb. And each one of these ones will make a decent meal. You know, they'll flavour a decent meal, these. So they're not wasted. There's 60 of them. We'll be alright. But I'm going to get them out. We're going to get the brassicas in. Alright, so leave me with that for a minute or two. Okay, so we're in the Lady Farmer's Tiki Tunnel. And I knew there was a reason that I had this sort of cage tray thing up at head level. And it's not just to smash my head in on every 5 minutes. It's for this. It's for curing. So we use it for curing off the alliums. These are in the allium family, the garlic. And so we put them in there, and what will happen is they'll cure in here, which means they'll store better. Leave them in here for a week or two, and they'll kind of dry out. These will all go dry and crispy, and then the garlic bulbs themselves will store better. So I've got 30 in there, and I've got another sort of like 20 odd that I'm going to be taking home. We're going to be eating them over the next couple of weeks, but these are for storing. You can store them quite long term if you do it right. You get about 3 or 4 months out of them stored. But we'll do them in here 2 weeks. Let them lie like that, bums up, snouts down. I've took the outer layer, or most of the outer layer of skin off them. In fact, I might have to go through a couple of these. I want to take the outer layer of skin off them. They store better once you've stripped them like this, like more like this. and then that'll paper off. It'll go like a crispy sort of a paper on the outside of it, but then the cloves inside will be more protected and they'll last longer. So I'll have a route through that, see if I've missed any. There's a couple I've missed there, I can see. But yeah, there we go. They're going to be hanging up in here. Love it down here, brilliant. Okay, so that's been stripped out of all its garlic now and weeded thoroughly. I've had a good route through. There were plenty of horses' tails, but there wasn't, fingers crossed, too much of the bindweed. I only found one trace of the bindweed, but I'm going to have to keep on top, obviously. So that's been done. That's been done. That bed over there has been done. That one doesn't really need to be done, but that's going to be receiving the potatoes shortly. I've been digging potatoes out from this one over here. There's a big pile over there, about 10. You'd always miss them. Potatoes popping up, potato plants. Yeah, but that's going to, as I say, that's going to have the Sarpo Mira in and the Malice Piper in. That's going to be a main cropper bed. That's going to be a main cropper bed. I'm contemplating actually sticking some new potatoes at the back here. That might be something to fill that gap there. Because as these grow up, these spaghetti squash, they'll be popping through the trellis on this side. But at the moment, I've not got anything on that side apart from the odd bindweed popping up. So I might use that for new potatoes, get some new potatoes in there. I better get about 6 in there. Anyway, I'm digressing. Everything else is looking all right. That needs a thoroughly good, ready good weeding, that one there. But I don't think I'm going to be doing the old Bradley's cage rebuild this year. I think I'm going to try and get some open planted stuff in this. Maybe some of that chard. Get some chard in there. Because the butterflies and what have you don't seem to bother the chard. Might get chard and kale in there. Sweet corn's coming through all right. That's not so bad. Yeah. Like I say, I'm going to have a look at Lee. Lee's filmed me today. You'll see me chicken legs on it. Pak choi's looking all right. Dirty seagull or pigeon has dive bombed it, obviously, so that's going to have a thoroughly good washing before I can eat that one. Look at that, big splat. Straight through. So that's all the pak choi. There's a wayward green one got in to the mix. That's obviously green, isn't it? It's not supposed to be. These are all the red chards. And that's that Chinese kale. Again, it's all quite thriving in here. I've done a good mix in there. It's doing all right. But there has been, I noticed before, there's been a bit of slug action. So we're going to have to get something done about that. I don't like doing it, but I am going to be putting some... I'm going to get some of the best ones I can get, the slug pellets. But I'll get the slug pellets in there. Now, the mammals in the form of the, whatever, cats, but even birds. I know birds are not mammals, but that kind of thing, the wildlife, isn't going to be affected while it's inside that tent. So if I put the slug pellets down, we've had to do it really, because we're plagued with slugs. We'll put the slug pellets in there. That'll help to deal with the slug problem. And because the wildlife can't get at it, hedgehogs and stuff like that can't get in there, and the birds and the rest, the cats, we're going to be all right. We're not going to be sort of upsetting the delicate balance of nature in that regard. We're really going to really be targeting and affecting the slug population, and to be honest with you, I won't be losing any sleep over that. Anything that's planted inside these nets isn't going to upset the delicate balance of nature. It's just going to be affecting the slugs. As I say, nothing else can get its hands on it or get its jaws around it. So we're going to do that. All right, I know it's not organic, it's not 100% organic, but it's all right being organic when you can afford to lose half your crop. But I can't. We can't. We use this food to feed ourselves, and so I hope you can forgive me for that. It's always good, better, best as a practice goes. So it's better to not lose half your crop and it look moth-eaten or slug-eaten. So that's what we're going to have to do. We're going to have to control it, definitely. All right. Okay, onwards and upwards. All right, so once again, I haven't put the potatoes in as promised today. because I'm rubbish. I get sidetracked. I'm like a dog who sees a squirrel. You know, he's like that. But the beds are prepared, prepped, and they're ready to receive. So that's going to be happening tomorrow, promise, weather permitting. And also, I'm going to try and get those tomato plants out. The tomato plants need to go in. So that's the job as well for tomorrow. I'm going to be taking a couple more cuttings as well from those sun gold. We're going to be doing a couple more of those cloning of the tomatoes, those cloning experiments. It does work, so it's not that much of an experiment. And also continuing with the weeding. I've noticed I've only really planted up about half of that bed, so I've got some space there. What threw me was these ones popping through. These potatoes and these potatoes here. I mean, I film my shows, obviously. I film what I do. And yet I still forgot that I'd only planted half of that bed up. And I think those ones that are popping through there are from last year. I think they're volunteers that were missed again from last year. But I didn't want to dig them up because I thought, oh, there's plenty coming through there. I must have planted that in, but not marked. See, I've marked the majority of them with those markers. Yeah. So I marked the majority of the rows. But obviously there's a section there. It's probably not half. I've got spuds in about 2/3 of it, I'm guessing, by the look of it. You could give the other ones a bit more space to grow and spread the wings, won't it? The volunteers can have a go, can't they? Because I have got enough space, I think, enough space anyway, for getting those other main crop potatoes in. Because I've got the buckets too. I'm going to be seeing Ken tomorrow and getting some more compost for doing the bucket growing. Because it's working like a charm, that bucket growing. It has done for the last couple of years. Got like a fly or something annoying me there in my eye. That's not good, is it? Be burrowing into my eye. Look at them. Absolutely beautiful, them. Really vibrant. Oh, well, I'll show you this as well, because when Lee was here, we spotted this. So those ones over here are about between 4 and 6 weeks further along than these ones here. These were started, when were they started? These front ones were a bit earlier. When did we start on these? I took one of them out of here like an idiot, pulled one out. There's 2 potatoes in each one of these, but I pulled one up by accident. When were they started? Here we are, at the back. They're all different ones. This is the Swift first early. 27th of the 2nd, and it was started off inside that polytunnel over there. Tiki Tunnel 1, that. On the 27th of the 2nd, 27th of February. Let's not lose that, Tony, shall we not? Stick it in there, lad. In there. So yeah, we've got the Swift. We've got, I forget what we've got in here. Pentland Javelin, Swift there, excuse me. These were the first 3 that started, and a Red Duke of York. So a Red Duke of York, Pentland Javelin and a Swift. Now going on further through that, we've got all sorts of potatoes. I can't actually get to them to see, but we've definitely got the Red Dukes here. I think we've got a cord. We've got Pentland Javelin, I think, are at the front there. And these, I believe, were the Ulster Prince. But we'll have a check when we start doing the tip outs. We'll have a check. But these ones these are the ones that that we started not long ago, actually. When was that? May, 8th of May. So these are about 6 weeks after these, and the idea is. In fact, those ones were started later. These were started about 3 weeks after that, these ones. And the idea is, these will be the first to be pulled out. If you look at that, though, considering we started these, I think, about 3 weeks before we started them. It was a good 2 weeks before we started these ones. Look how far these ones have come along. And these were the early ones. These were the earliest ones, which were started in February. That's curious, George, isn't it? Eh? Is it worth it starting them early? Probably not, by the look of that. Exactly the same feeding mixture, exactly the same offset potato planting. So one potato was planted about 2 inches from the bottom of the bucket, and the other one was planted about 3 inches from the top of the bucket. Idea being, we'll fill up the pot, and unless some idiot pulls it out like he has done there. Pulled it out like an idiot. All the other ones have got 2 in, but they're all exactly the same sort of feed. The blood, fish and bone gone in there, mixed in with the compost, the growing medium. They're all the same. But the ones that were planted later have come on stronger, come on better. It's odd, isn't it? It's weird. But that's the truth of the matter, isn't it? The truth of the matter. But yeah, so all these have started to pop through. Now we've got the Red Dukes of York in the middle there. We've got the Accord all the way up there. We've got some Ulsters. And we've got 2 Swifts, 2 buckets of Swifts. And they're all starting to pop the noses through. Aren't they? That's good. Nothing in that bed as yet. That's going to be for the beets. And the weeds, if I don't watch, look at them weeds. Every time I come down, I get more and more frustrated with these weeds that are paying in the back passage. Nil desperandum. It's what we've got to do, innit? We've got to look after them, we've got to weed. Here's 2 channels to look out for and check out. There's Carl's channel, from_plot_plate_no_dig. I think I've got that right. But it's plot. It's from plot, plate, there's no 2. From plot, plate, no dig. And it's Carl W. I won't give you his full second name in case he doesn't want you to have it, but he's a wonderful human being. Absolutely fantastic bloke. You'll like him. He's a good channel. He's just been doing one with an automatic trommel on it. He's one of the guys, one of the 2 guys that's really helped me out this week. He's been an absolute star, to be honest with you. I'll show you what he's sent up for us and you won't believe it, but I'm lost for words, mate. Thank you very much. And the other fella's Lee. So Lee's been up today, actually. I wonder if I didn't get anything. I didn't get anything of it, but I'll just give you Lee's channel now. I'll just make sure I've got the exact wording right for it. Yeah, so Lee's channel is Lee Wazzers Home Veggie Garden. Lee Wazzers Home Veggie Garden. And he's a northwest gentleman. He's from Wellington. And he lives quite near to where I work, so I'm going to be doing some filming, I think, with Lee shortly. He's got an allotment plot down there. They've only had it for about 6 or 7 months, so, but they're getting stuck into it. He's fixed my original Dell laptop that busted, and as I say, Carl has sent us a new laptop, a Hewlett Packard laptop, and I can't thank you enough, both of you. You're top bananas, the pair of you. Anyway, I'll show you both laptops and let you have a look. But I'm flabbergasted. The growing community, the gardeners community that we've got here on YouTube is the best in the world, without a doubt. Everybody looks out for each other and helps each other out, and it's fantastic. Lee came down, as I say, today. It's a pity Carl lives so far away. He lives near Tony O'Neill. He's down in the valleys down there, because I've been round his house, giving him hugs and kisses. But he knows I appreciate it, and thank you very much, Carlos. Brilliant. But check his channel out. Both links will be in the descriptions below. They're good channels, these. Good channels, good growers. Very keen, innovative, you know, they get stuck in. Good lads. You'll enjoy them. Go and check them out. Say hello. Give them a comment. Give them a like. Give them a subscribe. If you want to. I've got to say that as a caveat, if you want to. Because you're not supposed to do this, but you know, directly sort of promote other people. But they're good lads, good farmers, good growers. Right, I'll catch you on the next one. But have a look at these wonderful people's gifts to me, the Guru Mafindi. See you in a bit. Right. Let's go and see what Lee's dropped off for us first, because that's in the back of the car, and then I'll have to go home then for the brand new super duper Hewlett Packard laptop as donated by our good friend Carl. Right, let's get to the car. Look at this. This is my old Dell one. It even says Tony on it. It used to say CEX on it before. Well, let's have a look. It's just firing up now. Look at that. And he's even got the handbrake, which shrinks down the videos. And that's the video creator. The VSDC, free video editor, because I'm tight. It's all firing up now. That's a revelation, that, mate. It never did that before. Well, not since it decided it was going to buy the farm. Yeah, it's firing up, that. Yippee! Obviously, I've not got any. I'm just on the plots now, so I've not got any signal or anything. But I'm sure it'll work. Definite. Lee's been on the job. IT man, Lee. Good lad. No, I won't open that. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll close it down. I just thought I'd show you it firing up, which it wasn't doing before. It was constantly rebooting before. He's even put a new hard drive in it, because the hard drive was sort of fried. And I don't know anything about computers, but he said it was a solid state hard drive, and it shouldn't have really done that. It doesn't tend to happen. But yeah, it's opening up and it's shutting down, fine and dandy. Lee was right, good man. I'll be round yours, Lee, giving you a lift. Talking about his, he's got 2 trampoline frames. He's on about putting them up on his allotment. But yeah, I'll have to go and see Lee. Right, look at that. That is a HP Pavilion laptop, and it's brand new from Cuddies, courtesy of Carlos, a fantastic human being. Top Banana, check his channel out. The link will be in the description below. That's a wonderful thing you've done for us there, mate. Thank you very much. Alright, see you in a bit. Yes, the growing revolutionaries, the best people in the world. Fantastic folk. Those guys down in South Wales, Tony O'Neill's from South Wales, and Tony actually set up the contact between myself and Lee, because Lee sort of, you're going to be horrified by it. It's better. Yeah, Lee was trying to get hold of me, and I was trying to get hold of Lee, but we couldn't make contact. So Lee got in touch with Tony O'Neill at Simplify Gardening, another prince of the Welsh Valleys, and he passed on his details so Lee could get in touch with me. He was only local, he was around the corner, so we went round. I think it was only yesterday, Friday, after work. I dropped the laptop off and we had a look around his garden. He's got a fantastic garden, and he's working on the allotment as well now. So all the links, both links will be in the description below. Please go and check these guys out and say thank you from Tony. Yeah, brilliant. Alright, take care of yourselves and each other. I'll see you tomorrow. God bless. The lady farmer's there stalking around in the background.
I need to make tea.
Waiting to make tea. We're having pizza tonight, aren't we? Fully loaded meat feast I'm having. Right, catch you later, boys and girls. Take care of yourselves and each other. We love you all, especially Lee and Carl. Check them out. See you in a bit, lads and lasses.